G'day gang, Taki here. I hope you're doing well. I'm just down at Monaval Beach in the shade right now because it's like lunchtime, and I fear that if I stepped too far out of here, then maybe it would get a little bit mental. So listen, welcome. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. In this quick video, I want to show you quickly how to create a weekly video or kind of a blog video that rocks. And you know it's a video that rocks when it really builds, it does three things. Number one, it gets people's attention. Number two, it creates engagement. And number three, it triggers action. So those are the three things we want. Attention and engagement and action. So firstly, I'm actually in the middle of preparing a workshop right now for my black belt clients. And it's called the Content Marketing Advantage. The Content Marketing Intensive. And here's the big challenge. Nobody wants to consume your content. Right? Nobody wants to consume content. There's already enough content in the world. Like if I said, hey, would you like to consume some of my content? You would have to be a complete moron to say yes to that because nobody wants content. What they do want is you to drop bombs. Specifically, there's two kinds of bombs I want you to drop. Number one, value bombs. And number two, swag bombs. So what do I mean by value bombs and swag bombs? Number one, value bombs. I want you to be answering real people's real problems and actually solving actual problems, right? Being useful to people. Imagine that. So, you want to create value bombs and swag bombs. So a value bomb is that every video you create, every piece of content that you make is actually useful for people. You know, it solves real people's real problems. It's actionable. It's practical. It's relevant, right? So that's the value bomb side. We also want to create content that is, it's not just value bombs, but it's swag bombs. In other words, it's delivered in a style that is engaging, that is, fun, that has a little bit of kind of swag or style to it. And what I don't mean by that is I don't want you to create a video like somebody else, like Gary V. I mean, he sounds amazing. Or like Taki, or like this person. I don't want you to kind of, because Taki taught you to take your shoes off and wear a black V-neck. You don't have to do that. I just happen to have 17 black V-necks because it makes my life simple, and I don't like shoes, right? So I'm just being authentically me. In my video, when I shoot my authority videos, I actually do them in 3 chunks. I do the opening 10 seconds, then I do the content itself, and then I do the wrap up. And I shoot them in 3 separate blocks. So, in fact, imagine I was going to do a weekly blog video on how to shoot a video like this. So the very first thing I do is the opening 10 seconds, and the opening 10 seconds has branding and promise. So I'd say, g'day Rockstar, it's Taki here from CoachMarketingMachine.com. That's branding. And the promise is, and in this quick video, I want to show you how to shoot a really powerful, high energy, 3-minute blog video that gets people's eyeballs, gets their attention, gets people engaged, and gets them to take action. So that's the opening 10 seconds. And literally, I'd look at the camera, I'll hold my iPhone like I'm doing right now and do that. And then I'm going to pause and I'm going to think about what the hell to say next. Right? Okay. So the next piece is where I'm going to teach. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to teach and seed. So teach is explain the content, and seed is mention one of my next step offers that somebody could come to or find out more about, a product, for example. So I might say something like this. Okay, here we go. So one of my favorite parts of the $1 Million Coach Intensive, the 2-day workshop that I run, is where I teach people about building authority. And one of my favorite bits of that is when I teach them how to build authority with video just like this. And in that formula, in that session, I walk people through the entire framework. I give people the worksheet called the video flow, which helps them map out a 3-minute video in no time flat. So it's easy to build. Let me give it to you right now. The key to a great, there are 3 parts to the video. There's the intro, which is branding and promise. Then there's teach and seed, like I'm doing right now. And then there's a wrap up and call to action. So all I'm going to do is just teach that bit, right? So the second part of the video is teach and seed. If you notice, I told you about the $1 Million Coach Intensive, which is my 2-day crash course workshop, which is freaking epic. And if you're in or can get to Australia or the United States, you should totally come. Okay? Then comes the last 10 seconds, which is the wrap up. And in the wrap up, I'm going to do 2 things again, right? Always 2 things. Because good frameworks are built on balance. And the wrap up is really straightforward. It is, literally a goodbye and a call to action. So the wrap up is going to look like this. So that's this week's Coach Marketing Tip. I hope you loved it. If you did like it, then what I'd love you to do is click the like button, and that'll let the world know about the videos we're doing, right? Go, go, go. It is epic. Perfect. So that's my little call to action piece. Or I might ask people to leave a comment like I just did with you. Make sense? So let's summarize the framework. Opening 10 seconds, branding and promise. Middle chunk, teach and seed. Last 10 seconds, wrap up, call to action. Hopefully that has been helpful for you. Thanks, Nisa, for typing in the little show notes there. Really appreciate it. So listen, my friend Justin's just texted me that he's parked on a side street with his surfboard ready to go. So we're going to jump out there and have a little bit of a paddle.